Friday errand here. We are out in 6 Mile, South Carolina today on a job, loading up some stuff for auction and the antique mall. And I just figured I would film a little bit and kind of show you guys what it looks like to go. This is kind of like a picker's paradise out here. It's crazy. But it's not, there's no way to have an auction out here on this property or to do an estate sale. So, and they are still attempting to live here. So, yeah, I'm gonna turn the camera around and show you guys what it looks like out here. So I actually decided to do a voiceover on this one just because there was a lot of talking in the background, and the cicadas in the summertime out there were so loud it was a little bit wild. So basically where I'm going is over here to the side yard. They told me that they had a lot of vintage ceramic molds and kilns out there in this little part of the yard and in a little shed that I did not go in because of the spiders and bees. But it took me so long to get over there because the woman that lives there, she's a talker and I'm a talker, so she was trying to share with me her vehicle woes and whatnot. But yeah, I come over here and I was just like, whoa. Under all of these tarps and in this building over here, there is nothing but ceramic molds, and a lot of them, I came out later once the sun had kind of went down, because there was yellow jackets everywhere out here and a hornet's nest over and behind that black tarp that you see. That one. It is like over and behind there, and I didn't realize it, and they kind of started swarming up a little bit, and I was like, nope, I'm not going to do that today. Don't feel like getting stung to death. But there was all those ceramic baby dolls. It was a baby doll graveyard out there. There was porcelain dolls. I think you can kind of see some of them just laying about, and then there was dismembered baby doll arms and legs, and it was definitely a little horrific. If I would have walked up on any of that at night, I would have just been like, oh, what axe murder mystery have I walked into? It was crazy how many molds he has out here, and a lot of them, I would say the majority of them are from like the 70s, 80s. There was some 60s, and then some I think fairly newer, but the majority of these are vintage molds. And I was noticing on some of the baby doll heads that I didn't get a good close-up of these because I filmed that later, and I didn't film it, I forgot to film it, but I went back out there later. A lot of them were signed under the neck by the original artist, and I started looking up some of them, and evidently they are kind of, that's what I'm talking about, you guys, that right there. If I walked up on that at night, the devil's alive, So that ain't happening. They dumped all this paint out there, and unfortunately I don't think that it is salvageable. It's been out there for years from what I understand. So the lady on the porch was trying to tell me, oh, that paint might still be good. I'm like, nope, I think it's lived its life. It has seen better days. Let it die, let it die, let it shrivel up and die. Basically, it already has. But anyway, it's a little bit of a vehicle graveyard out here. He rebuilds like engines and transmissions and stuff, so he'll take out of one vehicle to rebuild another one, and there's more vehicles and tractors than just this. This is just a small portion of this property. It's a huge property. It's like a family property, so the family's been on this land for over 100 years, and I had done started loading the trailer here, so there was just so much to try to get done. And if you don't know, when two people get together that like to talk, well, a lot of stuff doesn't get done. This was really cool. I don't know where that plug-in came from. I'm assuming it's foreign. I need to look it up and check it out, but it is so neat. I love this phone. Like, I want to use this phone in my house so bad. I miss times like that, but I think I was pretty much already an adult by the time that all this got phased out. But I remember having a phone in my house that had one of those. Oh, so this lamp, you guys, I just bought a bowl and the vases that, like, what you see, but in a bowl and vase form, like not even a week ago. And I have never even seen one. Well, I mean, I've seen them, but I haven't never owned one. And it's weird because I couldn't find it nowhere, and then I finally found one, and then literally the very next week, here's this one. And I was like, that's crazy. And same thing happened with my Fiat. I never saw one, and then I bought it, and they're everywhere. I think it's like some kind of, not Murphy's Law, but something. So don't judge. They're still living here, and they're trying to get it cleaned up because the man's daughter is moving into the house with her soon-to-be new baby. And it's just one of them things. You live life, you collect things, and sometimes it can get a little chaotic, and when you don't have anybody to help you keep it up and keep things organized and stuff, and you don't have an outlet to sell it, this is sometimes unfortunately what happens. But on the positive side, he has got some really cool stuff in here. I would say a good 80% of it is sellable stuff. I had started clearing off the walls and whatnot, so that's why it looks a little more bare in here. But it's really, really cool, the stuff that he has. He's got some taxidermy items too. You'll see it here in a minute, but it sells really good for me down in this area. I know some people don't like to touch taxidermy stuff or animals or whatnot, but in my area of Georgia, as long as they were done legally and have their paperwork, well, you're good to go to sell it. So, I mean, you might as well, instead of just trashing it or something. But more baby doll heads. There's so many baby doll heads. So many baby doll heads. Like, if it was nighttime and I was walking through this house and did not know that those were there, I would, that's the thing that nightmares are made of. Lord mercy. Those bottles, there's some cool bottles in there, and I'll talk a little bit more about that later, but like some wartime Pepsis and whatnot from World War II, and some hard to find ceramics, just really cool stuff, just really, really cool stuff. There's one of the taxidermy deer. He's got some squishmallows, and I haven't went through any of those. I didn't take anything that was cloth or anything that I couldn't get back in under my truck bed out of the rain, because while I was there, a storm was moving our way, and it caught me before I left. And I was like, well, I told him, I said, I'm not going to take anything wood or veneer or anything that can get damaged in the rain. The only piece I took was that rocking chair. Oh, so let me interrupt. This painting right here, that's a painting, and so is the ram. And then he's got some milk glass sitting on the shelf right there. But anyway, I was just saying that I didn't want to get caught in the rain and ruin a bunch of stuff. So we didn't. Thank God. We were very fortunate. I forgot what he's called, but he's cool. Got a crystal lamp and a railroad stoplight, another crystal lamp. And I don't even know what all's in there. I think there's some false graph in there and some other little trinket items and just a lot of really cool stuff. We had to have that fan going because, y'all, he ain't got no air conditioning in the house, and I thought I was about to die. It was not cool. The woman that lives there, she was like, I feel like I'm going to pass out from heat exhaustion. And I said, yeah, you probably need to get an alternate source of air in here. But I love the little fireplace guy with the little feet like right there, but he is cracked all to pieces, unfortunately, and I did not take him. I'll be making several trips out here to clear this property out, but oh man, I tell you, trying to do everything being one person, it makes it hard, that's for sure. But finding help is hard too, so I just push through it and do it and get it done. And I think I will come out better in the long run for it. Sometimes I'm gonna pull my hair out. Maybe I have pulled my hair out. I don't know at this point. But I decided to do a voiceover on this video because it was just, I think I already said this, but there was just so much talking. Oh, here's the next day. I'll just go ahead and cut to this clip. So basically, I decided to finish filming the next day because so much craziness happened out there at that house, and my phone ended up going dead, and that's a video and a story for another day. But there was just a lot of really, really cool stuff. And I know this doesn't look like quite a trailer load, but there was so much stuff that couldn't get rained on. I just had to take what I could take. That's one of the war Pepsis right there from World War II. Had some hand painted plates and stuff I'm gonna have to do research on, and all the stuff's gonna have to be washed. Like every single bit of stuff's gonna have to be washed before I can put it out for sale. So I'm gonna have a lot of dishes to do. I'm pointing at that suitcase right there because it has uranium glass and small milk glass oil lamps in it. Really cool. They're all wrapped up, so I'll have to film it in another video, me taking out all the stuff out of these boxes. So about the cat situation, you guys, before anybody judges me, I live next to a rock quarry in the woods right there, and people drop their pregnant cats off all the time, and they have babies, and then I'm the first house coming out of the woods, so they harbor up at my house. I had over 30 cats at one time, and we've adopted all, but I think we have 13 left. So if anybody's in the Northeast Georgia area and wants a kitten or a cat, please hit me up, because paying vet bills and trying to get all these cats fixed and then more appearing every time somebody drops one off is for the birds, literally. So anyway, let's get on with it. That's a copper pot. There's a lot of little brass and steel banks and statues, and that unfortunately got kind of beat up, but it's still really cool. And I think that there's some more uranium glass in there. I know there's avocado glass, but there's pieces like this right here, and I didn't shine it with my black light. I didn't have my black light on me, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that that's uranium glass. There's a nice enamel lamp. I don't know what all's in there, jars and whatnot. There was a couple of things that unfortunately got broke because on my way home last night on I-85, somebody literally ran me off the road because they wouldn't get over when I was trying to come onto the on-ramp, and I had to halt it up, and when I did, pulling a trailer, it makes it a little difficult. But inside this are some of the ceramic pieces that he has molds for. So all of these are vintage too, and there's a princess die right there. I forgot what you call those, not a sconce. Maybe it's a sconce, I don't remember. Either way, there's just a lot of really cool items, and yeah, I will start unloading all this and getting it cleaned up and film another video for you guys. So subscribe and like and comment for more to come, because it's going to be pretty cool.